Hey guys, it's about beer 30. Let's take a walk into the kitchen and see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a bunch for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Guys, we're going to do the 420 Extra Pale Ale. It's been quite a few years since I've had one of these. Now, I did a 420 strain a couple years ago. It was a different version, a G13 or something. But it's been, last time I did one of these, they didn't even can them. They were in bottles. So, and they had a lot better ratings back then because this was in like 2011, 11 years ago. So it was pretty hoppy for what it was at the time. It was a real impressive beer, but now with the super hoppy beers and the East Coast style, it's kind of taken the air, a lot of the air out of the sails on these West Coast styles now. But you know, there's still a lot of people that love the West Coast style, and this is not a big beer, guys. This was sent to me straight from SweetWater, and they sent some Alpine beers and some Green Flash beers in there. So we got a nice little package from them, so we're going to do them. I haven't bought a lot of their beers. A lot of them are lower ABV beers, session beers as I call them. Most of the session beers are 5% and lower. I consider session beers 6% or lower because I don't buy, usually it's 7%. What stuff I buy are bigger. So, and this one's a 6%er. I think, let me look again. No, it's 5.7%. So evidently the alcohol is changing because Beer Advocate's got it at 5.4%. So they're varying evidently at 5.7 over on Untappd. And of course these guys SweetWater out of Georgia, and of course everybody probably knows what the 420 is all about. If you don't, Google 420. 39 IBUs on this beer. SweetWater 420 Extra Pale, our most popular brew. So this is their flagship beer. This is their most popular. It is a tasty West Coast style with a stimulating hop character and crisp finish. First brewed on April 20th, 420, 1997. So they're saying it's about the date that they did, but I kind of think they're more into the hemp side of the 420. So I'm just saying. Anyway, and in the picture here it looks pretty much like a nice amber West Coast style, and which I think it probably is, most definitely. Best buy date on the bottom, and I can't see the first number there, guys. Something 3022. And if I was guessing, I would say 11, because the second number is a 1. So, and the first number is definitely not a 0. So it looks like 1130. Best by 11/30/22, and this was sent to me by them. And this is November, so their best by date is a couple weeks away from this can. So why would you send me a beer at the end of its shelf life? Duh. Seems like if they wanted me to review, they would want me to review a fresh can since it's coming from them. But I don't know if it's coming from them because these guys are out of Georgia. And I haven't researched any more about Green Flash or the Alpine beers or something, but I think these beers were shipped to me from Texas. So I don't know what's going on. I might have to do a little investigating on that. But anyway, we're going to get on with it. 6%, almost 6% at 5.7. A little too low ABV from my pocketbook. Since I only get a couple a day, I want to make sure that I get a little more alcohol than that. That's just me though, guys. I'm an old guy. Can't have but a couple. You young cats can drink as much as you want to enjoy it. Drink responsibly though. Don't hurt nobody, including yourself. Nice, creamy, foamy head. Look at that. It's still coming out. So, look at that. It just keeps coming. A lot of creamy and that's to that head. Very, very nice. I wasn't sure I was going to get that 12 ounce in here or not. But anyway, there are some big bubbles here, but it's nice and creamy on top. So we'll see what that head does. Over to the light, guys. I can see right through it, a nice amber color, and it looks just like it did the last time I had it. And I didn't go back and look at the video and see any of the information. I just know that I've done it, and then it was, I think, back in 2011. I did look at that, see, when I did it, but I didn't watch the video. But anyway, it's a good looking beer. What do you think? To the nose we go. Alright guys, right off the bat, I mean, I remember it being a super hoppy pale ale, but that was a long time ago. It's more of a floral, herbal aroma than more of a grapefruit, tangerine, orange, pineapple, that kind of hop aroma. But again, it's a pale ale. It's not an IPA, but I remember it being a super hoppy pale ale at the time. Let's find out. Let's dive in. Cheers. It just doesn't do it for me, guys. I'm so sorry. I mean, this is our flagship beer, and there are tons and tons of people that absolutely love this. Not hoppy enough for me. Of course, it's a pale, not an IPA. But it's more floral, herbal. A little bit of maltiness there. It's not the hop profile that this guy's looking for, with the herbal floral type hops like a lot of European lagers and stuff like that have got. I like the Pacific Northwest hops, you know, even some Southern Hemisphere hops. Something that's got some really strong pungent taste. So not as impressed as I was when I had it 11 years ago, but there's a whole lot of things changed in the beer world in 11 years. Decent, but not blowing my hair back at all. I'm going to go sip on it. A little 12 ounce can. It won't take long. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got a little bit left here. Not as impressive to me as it was 11 years ago, guys. I mean, it just, the hops are not there. Of course, it's close to the end of its shelf life, and I'm assuming they're giving it at least a 3-month shelf life, if not longer. I'm not sure what they're giving it. So, and of course, you know I'm not a fan of the best by or best before dates anyway, so no, it's probably not something, and I hate to say this because they sent these beers to me. It didn't cost me anything, guys. I don't have any money invested in this, but I'm telling you, as I have for the last 12 years, to be as honest as I can. For a session, West Coast style pale ale, it's a good beer. It's a good beer. But if you're looking for something hoppy, this would not be my first choice. Even though it's a pale, it used to be more hoppy to me than it is now. Of course, my palate has changed drastically since 2011. So, if you're a seasoned craft beer drinker, probably not so much. But if you're just getting into craft beer, it's probably going to be super tasty. So, a good transitional beer, if you will, in my opinion. But if you're used to drinking craft beer, this is not going to blow your hair back, probably. But anyway, it is what it is. That's just my opinion. Final chug. Decent beer. That's where I'm going to leave this guy. I'm going to give it a B. I'm going to give it an 85, right down the middle of the B category. Over to Beer Advocate, they have it at 83. So I'm giving it a better grade than them. And over to Untapped, they're giving it a 3.61. That's also in their B grade. So, pretty unanimous. It's a B beer, guys. It's a good session pale ale that's distributed in a whole lot of places. So, worth picking up if you've never had it. But if you're a seasoned craft beer drinker, this is probably not going to impress you very much. So, with that being said, if you've had, and this is the 2022 edition here, guys. So, if you've had this recently, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.